Assalamu alaikum my dear students. Once again welcome to my YouTube channel by the name MS Lectures, and today I will be explaining to you the very important topic of the biochemistry, that is the non-competitive inhibition. I would be discussing with you about the non-competitive inhibition by the help of the Burk plot, and we will be discussing that what this process has the influence on the Vmax and the Km values. So we know that the Vmax is achieved when all the active sites are occupied by the substrates, and we know that Km is the you can say is the term which is used to indicate that how many the amount of substrates are required to achieve the half of the maximum velocity. So what happens in the non-competitive inhibition? We know that the inhibitor in the case of the non-competitive inhibition attacks at the allosteric site of the enzyme. So this is the allosteric site of the enzyme where the inhibitor gets detached during the non-competitive inhibition. So we know that in the non-competitive inhibition, what happens that the inhibitor attaches at the allosteric site, which actually you can say causes the hindrance in production of the products. So in this regard, what this process has the influence on the Km value. The Km value remains constant in this non-competitive inhibition because the amount of substrate remains constant here, because there is no need to add more substrates in this case, in this non-competitive inhibition, because addition of more substrates has no influence that would actually cause the detachment of the inhibition. So substrate concentration is constant. There is no need to attach further substrates because inhibitor would not be detached by this action of the addition of the more substrates. So Km value remains constant here. Km value remains constant. Secondly, what happens to the Vmax? So Vmax value decreases. Why? Because of the attachment of the inhibitor at the allosteric sites. The attachment of substrate to this active site is, you can say, is not meaningful here, because and is not fruitful also, because the allosteric site is occupied with the inhibitor at the allosteric site. So this would not allow, this attachment of the inhibitor at the allosteric site of the enzyme would not allow the Vmax to be achieved. So that's why Vmax value would be decreasing here. So Vmax value would be decreased during the non-competitive inhibition, because the inhibitor which is attaching at the allosteric site would not allow this enzyme to form the products. So we can see this is evident by the Burk plot that this Vmax value has decreased here. So this was my whole concept about the non-competitive inhibition, and I hope you have understood well. Last but not least, don't forget to subscribe to MS Lectures. Thank you.